Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The good folks over at Wurkkos has sent us the HD04 to check out. So let's open this thing up and give me an honest review of what I think of this little flashlight. Hello and welcome back. I'm glad you trust me for your honest reviews. You know how we do it here. Just because this was provided to me doesn't mean we're going to tell you it's good if it's not. I'm a veteran of the United States Army and I take my word very seriously. I will not tarnish my reputation, that of my channel, to promote something I don't believe in. But I've worked with Wurkkos before, and so far I've been pretty happy with their products. So today we have the HD04. As of filming this right now, it's on sale on their website for $25.99. It comes in three colors: black, white, and blue. And unfortunately, I really wanted the blue, but they were out of stock when they offered to send this to me, so is what it is. But look, we have 750 lumens, a rotatable light head, 86-hour runtime on the moonlight mode, 56 grams, so pretty light. We have some specs here, which I'll put up on the screen. You can pause and read if you desire. So let's see what you get in the box here. You got a warning here telling you that the flashlight is locked, a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, one lanyard, and some instruction manuals, and a welcome to the Wurkkos family. Now here is the light. How cool is that? What does that look like to you? Okay, so the Wurkkos, the HD04, has a multi-angle precision lighting head here, 95 degrees of tilt and 180 degrees of rotation. I would like to see, I wish it did turn the other way, because I could see where this might be a little limiting. So like, it features this nice clip here, so if you have this on your hat, say, and you're trying to work on something, you can only tilt it one way. So it was something I would like to see them maybe update, is to have that changed. We do have a nice USB-C cable. Now there is no plug here. They said the USB-C port is completely waterproof, so this is IPX6 rated with a 1.5 meter drop rating as well. So we have three lights. We have the spotlight, we have an RGB, and we have a floodlight. So the spotlight's supposed to be good for 750 lumens at 120 meters. The floodlight's good for 450 lumens, and there's supposed to be 15 effects with the RGB light in the middle. So we have two buttons here, M for mode and one here for light. So if we press the mode button, we have a battery indicator. Now if it stays solid green, it is charged up to 75%. Flashing green is down to 50%. And if it's red, it's 25% or less. So that's when you really need to charge it. Now this does have a 600 milliamp hour built-in battery, so that's kind of the one downside to a smaller flashlight like this. No, actually, you know what? There are screws here. There are screws here, so this might just actually be a battery you can service. I'm not 100% sure on that, but usually these flashlights are sealed, so there's no way of getting in there, so you might actually have a serviceable light. Now this case is also supposed to be glow in the dark. Really don't find that it works very well. I've had it sitting on my desk in the sunlight and I really couldn't get much out of it. If you hold it to a light, like immediately, I mean, it just, so if I take like a UV light here, and then it doesn't really, I can't even begin to show it on camera. It just doesn't really work that well. So that's something they could improve on. I just, you know, and honestly, I don't even really see the point of having glow-in-the-dark case as it is. I mean, I guess it's good for a power outage, but I don't, like I said, I just can't really get that part to work. All right, as I mentioned earlier, the flashlight comes out of the box locked. You have to hold down these two buttons, and as we can see, it is now unlocked. Now push the same button twice, we have moonlight mode. Now we're going to push it twice more and get the turbo mode. Now that's the only way to get to these two modes. So now we turn the light on and we're going to hold down this button and we can step through the three regular modes: low, medium, and high. So you can see those three modes right there. Now if you have an issue with strobes, fast forward a little bit. We're going to go into strobe mode. So hit the button 3 times and we will have strobe mode. Now you hit it twice more and you're going to have SOS. Hit it twice more and we have the beacon mode. So this is really great for cyclists, people walking that need visibility and things like that. So now let's go over here and look at the other light on the other beam on the other side. Same thing, we can step through, hold this button down and it steps through. We hit it twice, we got the bright mode, and we hit it twice again. Very, very dim. That mode. And again, if we hit this three times, we have the strobe. Hit it twice, we get the SOS. And then the flashlight mode, or the strobe. So now we have RGB mode. As you can see here, this one's blue. If we hold this down, it will change colors. And if you pass the color you want, let go, hit it again, it'll back up. So hit this twice. We have like a strobe mode. Hit it twice again. Now it's going to cycle through all the colors, the glowing mode. Hit it twice again. And again, if you're a cyclist, well, you probably wouldn't want to use this one. It's red and blue. I do believe there is a red. I think you have to put it on red. So you have 3 different ways you can carry this or work with this flashlight. One is via magnet. So we have a very strong magnet here in the base. We have the provided lanyard which hooks here into the clip, and then you also have the clip here, which actually features a very nice rubber grip right there. So that's really, really nice. Like I said, so you can clip that onto something, clip it onto a hat, whatever it is. A lot of spring pressure there, so that feels really, really good. Like I said, you know, we got the tilt, so I mean, you do have some options here to try to shine it, so you can up and down, and as it's tilted. It's time to take it outside, see how bright it is, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, so we're going to start in the lowest mode here. This is like moonlight mode, whatever they call it. As you can see, it doesn't do much here to light up the big garage. So there's the next step. Now this garage is about 20 feet tall. That's a 14-foot tall door, so I'll give you an idea about how much this beam will come out. There we go. So this is spotlight. Like I said, this is a little more focused. So we're getting brighter and brighter. And look at that. That is... So let's just go full on turbo mode here. And you can see it throws some light. We are lighting up the trees pretty good here. So now let's switch to the spotlight mode, or I believe that's this one. So there's our lowest mode. Again, not doing much for the garage here. We step it up. And this one you can see is a bigger pattern here. So if you really need to work out, need a lot of light, this is the one that you want to use. So there's the steps. There's your turbo mode. So let's just switch to RGB. And you know, this isn't really something that you're going to use for lighting things up. But let's see. I want to try there's our strobe. That's the SOS. And here's the flash. That is bright. Good grief. RGB, you know, we'll try changing some colors here. It's not really, you know, I think it's more for like setting a mood or something like that, or, you know. All right, let's go here. This garage is 50 feet long, so this should give you an idea about how bright this light's gonna... So look at that. That is just And look at that, that saved me from walking into that spider right there. So that is bright. That easily clears this distance right here. So there we go, just cycle through so you could see the difference. So now let's go over to spotlight mode. So you can see it's more of a narrow condensed beam. But it does really, really well for lighting stuff up. And then, like I said, we have this one here that is this really, really wide beam right here. Okay, say you're going for your morning walk. So this is on like the floodlight mode. As you can see, it lights up the road pretty decent. But to me, I would think, you know, this to me would work great if you're working on a car, working on something, you're at a campsite and you really want to light up like a whole big area. But if you're walking, I would use like that floodlight mode. That will really just reach out and man, that is freaking bright. Hopefully, yeah, I think this is about the best I've lit up a stop sign down there at the end of the street. So hopefully you guys can see the flash, the stop sign. That's quite a distance. Might even be able to see the street sign over there reflecting. Yeah, so this thing throws a beam where, yeah, this one's actually reflecting pretty good. It's just not as focused. So it's really nice to have like the two different beam patterns to cycle through. I really like that spotlight, man. So if you're like walking, of course you can't keep it on high because it's just gonna burn down your battery and get this hot, but right there about midway, that is excellent. That is excellent. And see, we got the neighbor's yard here, which goes down a good distance as well. So we can see like how far we can throw that light. It is bright. I cannot believe what we can do with such a small little package anymore, but even on just the second setting there, that's a nice light. And that'll last you a good long time. All right, let's go wrap this up. Final thoughts on the HD04. I really like this. Like I mentioned, I think the shortcomings, they advertise this as like a glow-in-the-dark case. I don't really find that works very well. I would like to see this tilt, you know, both ways. I think would be really ideal. But other than that, it's great. And if the battery is serviceable, that's phenomenal, because it's something that we really can't do a lot of times in. But I don't know 100%, so don't quote me on that. But we can open it up, so that is a bonus. I like it. Very lightweight, like I said, 65 grams. Nice, you know, the head over here is metal, so that helps deflect the heat, because the LEDs will create a good bit of heat. You know, we got the 3 mounting options: magnetic, clip, and the lanyard, if that's what you desire. And I mean, this is really great, like, because I like to cycle. So this would be something that would come in handy that I can put on the front of the bike and use that light if I'm on the road so cars can see me, or I can even flip it around. I even like the backpack, and sometimes you got a road walk. This is something I could easily clip to my backpack and use the red light to alert people I'm walking. You know, the extra visibility. anything can help, because, you know, people are just distracted anymore. And, you know, like I said, on a cycle, or even if you're going for a walk, maybe you go for a walk before you go to work and it's dark out, you know, you walk around with that strobing or whatever. Or if you want to add a little flare, you know, you can make it a purple light or yellow, whatever. I like it. It feels really nice. It's really well made. I've dealt with Wurkkos before and feel like they make some really good products, and I think they got another good one right here. I really, like I said, like the way this one feels, and it's really, really bright for its size. It's really amazing. So I like it. There'll be a link down below where you can purchase this light. And guys, I appreciate you watching and supporting the channel. Thank you, Wurkkos, for working with me and allowing me to show my viewers a really good flashlight. So if you're looking for a really good everyday carry light, you know, like some of my viewers here, regular viewers, this is off the Limitless, so that shows you that. This is off like a Vendetta. That'll show you kind of like how small this light is. Really cool light. I like this thing. Thank you, Wurkkos, for sending me this.